Hey there, everybody! After not having internet for a couple weeks, which pretty much sucked, I am back and we're in the Create world for possibly just one more episode before our mid-season break. There's a lot to talk about. We'll take a little tour of the base and I've got a little bit of a build to get to before anything else. So I've got all the materials prepped for that build. Let's head to the nether and put together the other side of our nether portal. Just look at that beauty. I think it came together pretty well. It's a simple little build, nothing too massive, but it was fun. And with all the work I've been putting in for my game on the second channel, I've been doing a lot of pixel art lately. So when I started building this, I just started adding that pixel art shading and I really like how it came out. I think I'm gonna use this a lot more. This is really more my style. When it comes to art, I'm a shader. I've always been a shader, that's kind of my thing. And when it comes to making the pixel art, that's been my strength. So why not use it over here? It's kind of perfect for Minecraft, right? So as you can see, we've encased this circular portal with some kind of clampy things, very creative clampy things, and they've secured the portal rather nicely, and we've got a little tunnel we can go through in the middle just because that's cool, and it's similar to the way the portal looks on the opposite side. This side is just much bigger. I love how it turned out. I've got a thing with making portals, and I'll put this one in the books as another portal I am stoked with. Anyway, when it comes to the nether, I haven't done a whole lot out here, but I guess now I'm starting to make my footprint right as I'm leaving for the mid-season. But anyway, most of my building is taking place over at Skybase. So let's head over to Skybase and see what we've done in this half season. Back here at Skybase, of course, we come out at the Gyro portal. Love this thing. It hasn't stopped spinning since I put it together. And for me, it's one of the iconic builds of this season. It's always sitting there in the background, right behind Skybase. Now Skybase, first off right here, remember this animal farm we put in? I breed sheep and then I let them grow up where I cook them and then I get all their meat and wool. It's pretty nice. It's gotten me infinite mutton, but I've moved on from mutton. But this was my first real build and it was our first Create challenge of the season. My home for Skybase right here. This thing is quite a fantasy build for a Skybase. Not exactly what you would think you would find on something like a technical Skybase, but I wanted to add a lot of that fantasy vibe, and this was really the cornerstone to bringing that fantasy vibe into the Skybase world. Here's the map of Skybase area. It's filled out pretty well in the time we've been here, and just to think there's still a lot more to come after the break. This is where I come and sleep the most. I spend a lot of time up here. I like to just sit in my window and brood sometimes, contemplate what is Minecraft. And then more recently we put in this tree and a little bit of a pond that has been created from a leaky furnace, and this really started adding to the fantasy vibe. We've got the reactor Mark II, which destroyed the server for a while. Right here you may recognize this little diamond block, the Tesseract. This is the diamond block that did it all. Destroyed the server and almost the season. And now we got a helium-3 canister in there powering everything, and things are going a lot smoother with that. Here we have my trusty stasis pod chamber, which I can call myself back from anywhere in the world thanks to Create. Super handy. This machine has stripped so many logs for me and placed so many casings on them. It saved me so much time. Maybe my best machine. And then this has been my main crafting section for the season. It's got everything I need really close together in one place, so it's really convenient for me. And since it was my first place, it just always felt natural to come back here. Let's take a look below deck really quick. We've got our chocolate machine, we've got our iron storage, which has been turned off for months now because we have so much iron. We've got our milk machine with old Betsy in there still getting milked away whenever needed. We've got our little lava farm and our water sucker. We've got our bees being away. And over here, we got the lower area of my house, and this is kind of the dining room, kitchen area. We like to hang out here, eat, tell some stories, look at our fishing art, and plan out some of our builds. And then we come back out, we've got our super tech cocoa bean farm right next to our supply of night vision potion, which I've really hardly ever used. I should take more advantage of this. I got my little vault here that only my remote control can open. And then of course you can't forget our storage block in the middle. All of these barrels, I've actually slept at that bed a lot. There is so much storage. And not to mention having the ability to access it from anywhere. Perfection in Minecraft for sure. Let's hop out our side door here and take a look at what we got going on down below. A lot of you probably remember the tree farm. We recently built this thing and yep, got all the wood I will ever need now. Following over here, we've got a full storage of kelp and bamboo. So the machine's off for now, but if we took any out of it, it would spring right back into action and fill itself up before turning itself off yet again. And with Skybase towering above, this kelp bamboo farm just barely fits underneath it. Not a lot of clearance there. Let's head on over the little bridge and over to the main factory area. We see we've got honey, lava, and chocolate making all of our limestone and scoria. We've got our little slidey machine here that cuts it all down for us whenever we need it. We've got raw material hanging out all over the place. Down there are the massive areas I have cleared out with the block destroyer. This I'm showing you right now is nothing. And if you didn't know, this is a slabbed ground. I have slabbed so much stuff to make everything spawn proof and really cut down on the lighting needed to save the server from getting unneeded lag. Who could forget our great elevator here? This was our only way to Skybase for a while. We didn't have elytras and it was way up there. We've got an elevator that goes up as another elevator comes down, so there's gonna be always one at one side for you. Our sugarcane farm has brought us tons of sugarcane, and whenever the Rose Beast needs it now, it calls the sugarcane farm, and the sugarcane farm sends everything it needs right over, nice and clean. I've got farms all over the place producing, I've got machines all over the place making the things that I've needed to make, and Skybase has just become a factory of almost everything you could ever need. The Rose Beast, for example, was created to make rose quartz, but it creates so much more than that maybe Rose Beast isn't quite fitting. It's more of a beast. Yeah, let's go with that. Here we got my grass making machine so I can get all the grass I need for decoration so I can place these exactly where I want them. We've got our control tower with our control dude here overwatching everything, making sure this place runs smoothly. And if he doesn't, he uses all this cool stuff on the top to send me a warning that things need fixed. Here we have a mini little pumpkin farm where I've gotten most of the pumpkins needed for our ammo. And who could forget the powerhouse? So many steam engines, I never counted them. And we've got this amazing super duper bulk smelter here, which I think I used like once. I still use the one up at Skybase because it's so convenient. But this one is more powerful. And then over here on the junkier side, the junkyard. Possibly one of my favorite builds because it was pointless. Usually I build something for a reason, like a farm or a place for us to hang out or whatever. This was just all decoration. I thought it would be cool to have a junkyard, and I was right. I love having this junkyard. But while I want to do it like every season, I can't overdo it. So you will see the junkyard again someday in the future on another series, but maybe not my very next one. And we got the train track machine here. This thing was awesome. I accidentally left it on and didn't know, and I got an achievement the next day I was playing that I had made 1,000 railroad tracks. Then we got our brewery, all the tea we could ever need. We got our vat of milk, a vat of water, and a big vat of tea. So now I find myself hanging out here a lot when I'm not working. It's a great little place. You should tell your friends. One of the last things I put in was this quaint little dock area over here. Wasn't meant to be anything too spectacular, just to add more to the immersion of the overall area. And I connected the path from Skybase to Alpha Base over here. So let's head on over to Alpha Base and see what's going on. We've got skellies and creepers hanging out, but I don't have time to mess with them, so I am gonna keep on going. Hopefully they forget about me. And this is my village turner. I can't begin to explain to you guys how tech this is and how above my pay grade this should be, but I figured it all out and it works amazingly. These are all my traders. They have been so useful. I have traded so many times now to fill up the ammo out there at the arena, not to mention getting all the enchantments and stuff I needed for the gear for the arena. These guys were critical. Speaking of the arena, we're going to head out there in just a moment, but I wanted to talk to you guys about some things really quick about where we're at, what we're doing going forward, and yeah, that. So anyway, my schedule's been a little messed up lately. I went without internet for 2 weeks because my internet out here is so awesome. So there was that. Well, things are gonna be a little hectic still for probably the next couple weeks. I've used that free time without internet to really get back into the game development on my other channel, and I am loving it. I'm doing so much. I'm doing massive reworks to my systems, and it's just been great getting back into it. So not having the internet was perfect for that. But I have created some major projects over there, so I want to get them finished up and get an update to my game out before Season 3 of ZetaCraft starts. That's right, Season 3 of ZetaCraft is coming soon. Those of you keeping up with ZetaCraft may notice that the Season 2 just ended and it was amazing. There are some great videos going around that you should check out of the world tours, and just check out the Zetas in general because they're amazing. And I am excited to say I'm going to be back on ZetaCraft for Season 3. And we have got some amazing surprises planned, and I have got a theme for the season that I am just excited for, and I can't wait to share with you guys, but I can't tell you just yet. I did recently put out that teaser on it, so maybe you can figure out some of our secrets there. But whatever you do, just know ZetaCraft Season 3 is coming soon, and it's gonna be great. But the next 2 weeks are a little iffy for me. It's hard to say what kind of content I'm gonna be putting out. I need to get out some videos on my other channel and get that update out. Got a lot of game testing to do, and I still wanna keep up videos here, but I'm not exactly sure what's gonna be going on. So just keep an eye out. We'll see what happens. And remember, ZetaCraft Season 3 coming very soon. All right, let's go check out the arena. The arena. I wanted to do so much more in here before season break, but it just didn't happen. But rest assured, we are going to be doing more battles in here, and we're going to be bringing friends in to do it. I mean, I created that armory over there, and we haven't even used it yet, so we got to use it. I didn't spend 4 days or so grinding food, armor, and all that stuff just to do nothing with it. We're definitely gonna battle, even if it's just me battling myself. By the way, if it wasn't obvious, the new season of ZetaCraft is gonna take place on Minecraft 1.20. That's right. Can't wait to get into all that new content. And if you're interested in some of the secrets of 1.20, here's a few tutorials I put out recently that show exactly how to do the more difficult things in 1.20. So check them out, and I'll see you guys later.